All right, 99.9 Punk World Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is. And right here, we are joined by United Kingdom's finest. That's right. We have Save Our Ships. They are a phenomenal punk rock band that is currently signed to Dallas, Texas' own Affiant Records. These guys are doing some phenomenal things within the music industry, and we are super stoked to have them here on Prescott, Ontario, Canada's own 99.9 FM on the terrestrial dial out here in Canada, and of course, Facebook and YouTube. Guys, how is everything going out there for you guys in the United Kingdom? This evening, I should say. I keep starting to say this afternoon because I'm saying this evening, but I'm looking out my window and it's still sunlight, so it's kind of messing me up a little bit.
It's wet, miserable. It's Britain. It is what it is on the tin, but it's pretty good night. Got a bit of band practice going on, so getting ourselves stoked for the interview. Pretty good evening tonight.
And I gotta say, it's definitely great to have you guys here, and thank you actually for taking time out of your band practice to actually give not only myself but the radio station airwaves a bit of your time, man. So thank you so much for that. But obviously, I won't take you away from your band practice too long. But I gotta take you back just to the beginning of Save Our Ships, and I have to ask, man, like, what actually originally made you guys decide to come together and launch this band? Like, how did you guys first meet?
Me and Alex. Originally, it was through a song that I had unfinished, and I reconnected with Alex during COVID, and I asked him if he could write the second verse for it, and he sent the song back to me, and we really liked it. So we linked up, we got together, did a few jams, and we decided to start an acoustic duo originally, and then we wanted to expand into a bigger project, so we're going into a full band setting. So that's where we had our original drummer before Jay for a short period of time, and then we also had another friend, a mutual friend of ours before Jareth. Shane would come in, and then Shane, we got replaced with Jareth then later on, and that's how we got the full band together.
And I have to say as well, you guys have such phenomenal chemistry all together, man. So I'm glad that you guys actually found each other and kind of came together, man. Because Save Our Ships, honestly, is one of the best independent punk rock bands I have honestly ever heard, man. And I'm not even just saying that. Like, you guys are absolutely killer, man. So I can definitely see you guys making a shit ton of money and being absolutely mainstream worldwide one day.
Yeah, we just got to keep up the content.
We really appreciate that, man. We work hard and we try our best, and like, it's good to hear that it's not going unnoticed, man. So we really appreciate it.
And also as well, July 1st of 2021, and then of course on September 17th of 2022, you guys actually released part 1 and part 2 of the songs Make It Home Tonight. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about these two songs, and of course, do you guys actually have any plans to release a part 3 in the foreseeable future? Because honestly, part 1 and 2 were such absolutely amazing songs.
Part 1, Alex wrote that, and it was his own acoustic project. He brought it to the table as part of the duo originally. I took whatever chords he written and I split them up into 2 separate guitar parts. And the lyrics hold deep meaning for Alex and his past, I would say, traumas. Would that be a word?
Struggles.
Past struggles.
Struggles. It sounds less
intense. Yeah. It went through his past traumas, everything that went on through his life. And I was glad that I was able to be part of developing that symphonic side to it as well. And when we led on to part 2, we want to get louder and more hard hitting and everything.
I think a part 3 could.
Part 3. I haven't really thought
Stay
about
tuned. That's
I haven't really thought about it.
I'm sure we could pull something with that.
We want a
Put our
part 3.
three brain cells together.
Yeah.
Hey man, like they always say, third time's the charm, and I gotta say, these two songs are absolutely amazing. So in my opinion, as a Save Our Ships fan, I think part 3 would, like, honestly, you have a lot to accumulate to actually, make it past 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 are such killer songs, man. So I can only imagine what you guys actually put into number 3 if you guys do decide to create one.
Trumpets everywhere.
Somewhere completely out of the blue.
I'm not sure how much I can actually say, but there are a few releases planned for 2024. There is a lot of great music in the pipelines that we are stoked to be able to want to record and get out there to the entire world.
Can we tell them about the conversation now?
We can't. I don't know how much we can say at this minute, but there
are a few singles being dropped though. That's
There
we're
are.
gonna drop some singles in the pipeline. It's got 2 singles that we're going to be dropping over the next like 2 or 3 months.
maybe. And we got the cover as well.
Yeah. A few covers as well. So we got some stuff coming out just to keep you guys entertained, keep you hooked, because
We want to get
So you're getting bored of us?
we want to get as much productive as we can. We want to get as productive as we can for 2024. Because we saw with 2023, it wasn't really much of a push. We just wanted to play live shows was the main part, and we had a great reception online. Thank you for helping reach that large audience. So it shows what we could actually do if we like directly just pushed out that music to the online presence.
And also as well, you guys are actually currently signed to Affiant Records out there in Dallas, Texas. I was wondering, how did you guys actually get discovered by them initially? And of course, what is it like just working alongside Kate and the rest of the label personnel?
So basically, we were just sat there wanting to get signed, basically. So we were just like, well,
We feel about next step.
yeah, why not just throw ourselves at companies and just see what comes out of it? So we had our manager, best mate Cam. He jumped on it for us throughout the emails, and I believe Affiant got back to us.
Yeah.
They offered us a contract.
Yeah.
We hit them with a bit of the hustle, a bit of the back and forth, because never take the first offer. And then we are. They offered us an amazing deal. They've been a massive help through all the process. The promotion is fantastic.
Kate knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Massively. Kate is great with pushing out to places like yourself, as online radios, playlist curators, that sort of thing. And William is also his knowledge for what the industry wants is very vast. So we feel quite lucky to be on this label.
An amazing person to work with. Honestly, they are class.
They've been a massive help.
Yeah.
And I got to say, she definitely made the right choice as well by actually, giving you guys another offer and whatnot and meeting your guys' terms, because you guys are a killer band, and I think Affiant definitely knows what they're doing, obviously, but I'm really glad to hear they actually gave you guys another offer and met your guys' terms, because I really think they'd be missing out if they didn't have Saber Ships on their current roster.
That's the great thing about grassroots labels, especially. Larger labels have their set in stone, I want to say contracts. But places like Affiant, where there's a small team managing a small number of artists, it feels like a more personal...
More like a little family, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
it's like a personal touch involved into it.
It's a lot nicer.
We know all the bands that are also on the label, and one of the one cover that we have coming out February is also with one of the other bands on their Nearly Spent. The vocalist Ryan Vega jumped on. So I was excited one to come out with, and it's just a really small, really nice, close little label.
And also, August 18th of 2023, you guys actually released your deluxe debut studio album. I was wondering if you could actually just tell us a bit more about this most recent album that you've actually dropped this past summer. And of course, are there actually any hard copies available to be purchased today, if there is indeed any still available?
We do have hard copies of the original EP, not the deluxe EP. Little DIY do-it-at-home print-offs and stuff. We
Very rough job.
very rough job,
rough.
very punk rock. Yeah. But when we went out to record, we were 16-hour sessions, over
20 hours.
20 hours,
20
hours, lots of Domino's pizza.
Hey, you can never go wrong with Domino's, guys.
So,
Their cheesy bread is to die for, man.
we had we made the we made 5 tracks when we were up there, and it was just long sessions because we put our producer in a tight spot. We didn't really send him much, even the demos. We didn't really communicate with him before. He's a long-term friend of ours. We think of him as the 5th member of Save Our Ships.
Yeah, he is. He's the unofficial fifth member,
Yeah.
100%.
When we went up there, he was just morning till night recording. When the song Pushing 30, we went in there with that years. It was terrible when we took it into the studio. But Liam put a spin on it and organised us in a way where it came out being one of the best sounding tracks of the entire EP.
One of my favourites.
And I have to say, the EP is absolutely phenomenal, in my honest opinion, guys. I'm really looking forward just to hearing your guys' follow-up album. Because I got to say, this album is absolutely stellar.
It's, the next album. The next album.
Some mad tracks.
Yeah, can't say too much, but yeah, we're hoping this one is gonna pack a punch.
It's gonna be
good.
so sick. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah. Yes. They're very like, oh, we've done so good. Yeah, we have.
We need the whole.
That's what I'm saying.
The one goal for this EP is to introduce a vibra slap in December, just to make Jay very happy.
And more cowbell. We need more cowbell.
More cowbell. An entire track made of cowbell.
Yeah, I think every punk rock record needs at least one song with pure 110% cowbell.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think that should be an actual punk rock law, man. I really think that should be a law. Because you can never have too much cowbell. Never.
Nope. Trends what we started with last year.
But also as well, guys, September 22nd of 2023, you guys actually had the opportunity to take the stage at the Castle out there in Swindon. I was wondering if you could actually tell us a bit more about that show a few months ago. And of course, are there actually any up-and-coming gigs this year in the year 2024?
The Swindon show was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
It was the furthest we've been from home for a gig. We're trying to go further and further afield. We have a couple of shows coming up this year. We have a show this Saturday now in Le Public Space in Newport. That is with Simple As and Cryptic Soul. Simple As, we've played them so many times, a long-term friends together with us. Good camaraderie, good to absolutely rinse each other.
Lovely guys.
We have two festivals coming up this year as well. We have Punk at Port in Port Albert towards the end of the year, and New Rock City Fest up in New Rock City Fest up in the live rooms in Chester, and that is in June, I want to say. Which we're so stoked for that. That's gonna be a dope show.
And we're not entirely sure, but obviously we've applied for a lot more than just that, so we're hoping it's going to be a very, very busy summer for us.
Yeah, so. It's just pushing as many shows as we can get. It needs to be like the most productive year we've ever had. We're hungry.
And I have to say as well, especially you have to be hungry in the music industry, man. You have to keep consistent, especially with this day and age as well, because with the internet, everyone has a band, everyone is a singer, you know what I mean? So in this day and age with the music industry, you have to be so consistent with your work to just to keep relevant, man. It's actually crazy how much work you have to put in as an artist.
Well, I had thought about this not too long ago, and I believe that's down to, I think COVID caused the outburst of creatives, because everyone was stuck in their home for years, and they realized there was more to their life than just a 9-to-5 work. They have passions, they have hobbies that they want to develop and want to pursue. As with our music, as a prime example, would have happened if COVID didn't happen, in my honest opinion.
It's definitely made making a noise a lot harder with the emergence of the internet and whole TikTok and everything. It's crazy. No, I'm a bit old in my ways, so like it's they're coming to terms with the fact that you've got to have a much more online presence. It's a bit mad. It's a bit new to us. So.
Jazz had hair when he tried to discover TikTok.
Yeah, I'm bored now, man. But yeah, so coming to terms with that's quite difficult. But I feel like this year we're gonna absolutely smash it. You're gonna see a lot more of us online. You're gonna see a lot more of us in venues, and a lot more of us other than just the UK as well. Hopefully we're gonna travel a bit.
Gotta get a passport, Jazz.
Working on it, baby steps, man, baby steps.
And also, I do know you mentioned earlier on in the interview about how you have some 2024 releases coming out. I know you can't let too many cats out of the bag. And what you are actually allowed to speak about, what can our listeners actually expect from these up-and-coming tracks? Because honestly, as a fan, man, I'm really excited to kind of see how you actually go approach these amazing songs, man, because you guys have a great catalog already. So I can only imagine what these great additions are going to sound like.
I feel like I feel like you're gonna see a lot more growth in the band. You're definitely gonna see
Maturity.
Maturity in what's going on. Definitely the lyrical content.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the progression of us with our instruments as well. I mean, I started the band and I could barely play bass. So
No, this very first show we made him play
18 songs.
18 songs.
I had 2 weeks to learn them,
and he never picked up a bass before.
so that was the whole thing. I'm not gonna say I did well, but I did it.
We had fun.
We had fun. That was the main. But yeah, so there's definitely a lot of you'll see a lot of growth from the band, I reckon.
Yeah.
Still learned a new chord, so I play 5 now.
Yeah,
So
he did the fifth chord, well done. And he's been practicing for Metronome, so we're very proud of our Alex.
I'm no better. I'm
Uses
practicing, but I'm no better.
With the next EP, as Jazz rightly said, I believe it shows maturity of the band. When we first got together, we wanted to just like make noise, take the mick as much as we possibly could. What can we write about? Oh, I've got a stupid song, random ass lyrics to just throw out there. But we've sat down and we really, for a lot of them, not all of them, but for a lot of them, we sat down and we thought about what we really want to write about, how we want the sounds to be.
And I have to ask, what is next for Save Our Ships? Like, is there anything we happen to miss during this afternoon, or in your cases, this evening's interview? And if so, what can we actually expect from you guys? If obviously, like the stuff we haven't talked about.
Noise.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Nice.
try and get some music videos out this year as well. We're in talks with people, just like storyboarding some things, trying to get a rough idea of like budgets and things. So
We keep everything very DIY, don't we?
we do try and keep it as DIY as possible because everything is very expensive and we are broke, struggling musicians.
Cost of living.
Cost of living, Jesus. But so like we're hoping to have a few music videos in the pipeline, maybe some new merch in the pipeline.
We would love some.
We would love some new merch.
But at the minute, our merch store goes through Affiant's website. Again, Kate and Will took care of that, sorted all of that stuff for us out. A nice. I do surprising. What's the turnaround? It's like 10 days, isn't it, from stateside to UK for merch delivery? Yeah, which is pretty good, pretty on the ball. So it's great that they could take care of that. We have, so as you might not know, our mascot, Dino Duck. We plan on bringing Dino Duck to the front with us a lot more this year. Like the people who know about Dino Duck know about Dino Duck, but the world needs to know about Dino Duck.
Well, needs to know about
Paris.
So there's Dino Duck.
Yeah, Dino
I've
Duck.
been working hard with my terrible artificial skills.
Dino Duck will
Let's
happen.
get together. So keep an eye out for some goofy merch.
Yeah.
And obviously, guys, before we actually part ways talk here this evening, how do we go about following you guys across all social media platforms and staying updated on what you guys have coming up this year in 2024? Because honestly, this really sounds like 2024 is the year of Save Our Ships.
All of our social medias have been set up, so whatever your social is, at Save Our Ships UK, all one word, and it'll take you straight to any of our social medias. We are pushing our TikTok, we are pushing our Instagram. All gig dates will be posted onto Facebook, as well as Bandcamp and a couple of the other ticketing sites. But most of our shows, we try and keep them free entry for as many as we can. We want to make our shows accessible to absolutely everyone. They're at Save Our Ships UK on all of our social medias.
Spotify, Deezer, Apple,
Pandora,
Music,
YouTube.
Music you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Things you've never heard of. Yeah, we're on everything.
If you've got FM radio, we're going to probably be on there at some point.
Yeah.
Does anyone have FM radio anymore?
Actually, you guys are actually already playing on the FM radio here in Prescott, Ontario, man. So given time, the UK needs to play it as well.
There we go. FM.
FM. Well, we got to find something new. I will make a radio. I will contact spaceships.
Believe it's not. Yeah.
Right, it's getting late, isn't it? It's past my bedtime. This. How punk rock am I? In bed by 10. There's a school night. Not that matters.
In bed.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, first and foremost, guys, thank you so much for, not only giving myself and the radio station a bit of your time here tonight, but of course, dipping in to your guys' band rehearsal time just to chat with us. It was such an honor speaking with you guys. Hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon. Definitely shout out to Affiant Records and Kate for actually coordinating this and getting us into contact with one another. And of course, guys, thank you so much again for your time. Definitely have a great rehearsal, and hopefully sometime in 2024 when your new music drops, we got to get you back on the radio station airwaves.
Definitely, man. Definitely. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, you're most certainly welcome, guys. Definitely have yourself a wonderful night, and of course, tear the roof off that place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Cheers, man.